Have you ever felt like something wasn't right in your relationship, but you couldn't explain why? Welcome to Moment with T, where we talk about business, love, money, and everything that makes you happy. In this video, we will discuss emotional safety, the signs that it may be missing in a relationship, and why feeling unheard, dismissed, or constantly confused can affect your emotional well being. We will explore signs of emotional insecurity in relationship, why some partners avoid difficult conversations, the difference between peace and emotional neglect, when to keep trying and when to reconsider the relationship, how to communicate your needs effectively. Watch until the end and let me know, have you ever felt emotionally unsafe in a relationship? My name is Taiwo Adeyonju. Have you ever been in a relationship where nothing seems wrong on the surface, but something doesn't feel right inside you? You keep telling yourself, I am overthinking. You are being sensitive. You are asking for too much. But deep down, you don't feel emotionally safe. And emotional safety is one of the most important things a relationship can give you. You are not asking for too much. See, a man or woman feels emotionally safe when she can or he can express their concerns without being dismissed, when he or she can ask questions without being made to feel crazy, when he or she can feel being heard, even when they are not fully understand. But when emotional safety is missing, certain signs begin to show. One of the biggest signs is this. You raise an issue and instead of addressing it, the person avoids it. They change the subject. They give one word answer. They become defensive or worse. They act as if the conversation never happened. Over time, you start bringing things up, not because the issues are resolved, but because you are tired. Another sign is inconsistency. Their words and action don't seem to match. You find yourself constantly filling a gap, making excuses for them, explaining things that don't make sense. And whenever you ask for clarity, you leave the conversation with more questions than answer. Another sign is this. When you no longer feel free to express your emotions, you start rehearsing the conversation in your head. You carefully choose your words. You avoid difficult topics because you are afraid of the responses you will get. That is not peace. That is emotional survival. Now, does this automatically mean that the person is hiding something? Well, not necessarily. Some people struggle with communication. Some avoid conflict because of how they were raised. Some genuinely don't know how to handle emotional conversations. But here's the important questions. Are they willing to learn or are they making excuses? Are they making an effort because nobody gets everything right? But effort matters, growth matters, accountability matters. If you have expressed your concern several times and you have expressed it clearly, and the person consistently dismisses them, ignores them, or make you feel like your feelings doesn't really matter, then the issue is no longer communication. The issue is unwillingness. And no relationship can thrive when one person's emotional needs are constantly ignored. So, what should you do? First, communicate clearly. Don't hint. Don't expect mind reading. Be direct. Second, watch their actions, not just their promises. Anybody can say, I can do better. What really matters is whether they actually do. Third, pay attention to patterns. A person's pattern will always tell you more than their words. Do I feel emotionally safe today than I did 6 months ago? Or am I becoming more anxious, more confused, and more silenced? Because love should not leave you constantly questioning your reality. A healthy relationship won't be perfect, but it should be a place where your voice matters, where your concerns are taken seriously. Because love should not leave you constantly questioning your reality. Hmm. And Where you don't have to beg to be heard, where your concerns are taken seriously, is a relationship. A person's pattern will always tell you more than their words. And finally, ask yourself this question: do I feel emotionally safer today than I did 6 months ago? Or am I becoming more anxious, more confused, or more silenced? Because love should not leave you constantly questioning your reality. A healthy relationship won't be perfect, yes, but it should be a place where your voice matters, where your concerns are taken seriously, and where you don't have to beg to be heard. Sometimes, the greatest sign that a relationship is no longer healthy is not what the other person is doing, it's who you are becoming while trying to stay in it. What is worse in a relationship than being lied to or constantly ignored when you express how you feel? I will be expecting your response in the comment section. Welcome back to Moment with T. My name is Taiwo Adeyanju, and here we talk about money, love, business, and everything that makes you happy. Bye, T Nation.